Hey guys, welcome back. If you're like me, who's dying to get out of the house, enjoying that beautiful sunshine at the islands of Hawaii, but wanted to do so in an economically friendly way, this video is for you because I'm going to show you guys exactly step by step on how to book your next Hawaii trip for free using Eternity points, which could include Chase Ultimate Rewards points, Amex MR points, City Thank You points, etc. so that you can enjoy your next dream vacation hassle-free with only a fraction of the price. Specifically, we'll be booking a one-week trip together for a family of 2 in September, and I'll be breaking that trip in 2 parts. The first part is the budget version, costing as little as 100,000 points. And then the second part, I'll be talking about a luxury version costing as little as 350,000 points. And when I say luxury, I meant first class flights and the most prestigious and luxurious resort property on the entire islands of Hawaii. Let's just be honest, Hawaii is one of the most expensive travel destinations in the United States. And research has shown that an average one-week trip for a family of 2 typically costs between $6,000 to $20,000 depending on where you live, how you decide to travel, etc. And the accommodation of flights being one of the biggest costs. And if you can bring that down to only 100k points or 350k points, that's a ridiculously good deal. If the second part ends up being too long, I'll save it into a next video, but without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, let's start with the budget hotel, and in this example, I'll be comparing 3 of the largest hotel chains in the world, namely Hyatt, Marriott, and Hilton. And don't worry, if you don't own any of their points, you can easily transfer from a transfer partner such as Chase, Amex, or Bilt. Bilt is a credit card. It's one of my favorite credit cards that I opened last year. I haven't really talked about it on the channel because it's a relatively new credit card company, and I want to give it a few months before recommending it to you guys. And now I can say I absolutely love it. It actually gives me 1% on all brand expenses. Comment below if you want me to do an in-depth review on this credit card. So we're going to be looking at a 7-day, 6 nights trip, checking on September 19th and checking out on Sunday, September 25th. The reason why I decided to pick September as our example is that the best time to visit Hawaii is actually between April to October. So avoiding the spring breaks, avoiding the Christmas season, the holiday seasons. I found the cheapest hotel at Honolulu for each of those hotel chains. Hyatt Place at Waikiki Beach, the Sheraton Princess, and then DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel Alana. They're comparable in price, average around $250 a night. But when it comes down to points, Hyatt only costs 12,000 points, and Marriott costs 30,833 points, and Hilton costs 41,667 points. And the reason why both Marriott and Hilton has those odd numbers because I actually did the calculation based on their 5th night free rewards day offers. So basically, if you stay 4 nights and then your extra night, which is your 5th night, will become free. That's why you're seeing these odd numbers. And there are points per night varies drastically, right? Hyatt being the cheapest only costs $12,000, and on top of that, you got free breakfast and there's no resort fee. Whereas for both Marriott and Hilton, even if you're booking by points, there is a $33 resort fee plus taxes, and then a $35 resort fee plus taxes. So even though you get the 5th night free as a reward stay, all in all, after factoring the extra resort fee, our blended value per point is roughly 2 cents for Hyatt, 0.7 cents for Marriott, and about 1 cent for Hilton. So if you compare the numbers, Hyatt is gonna be your no-brainer. Based on TPG valuation, Hyatt points is usually worth 1.7 cent per point. So every time you can get more than 1.7 cent per point, in our case 2 cents, I would definitely recommend you guys. So something about Hilton I want to point out is that the transfer ratio is actually not 1-to-1. It's 1-to-2. So basically, as you can see from my calculation, I end up dividing the total points by 2. Hilton currently has a great promotion with Amex, and if we factor that in, then it becomes 1.4 cents per point. So now you might ask, what if we just book 5 nights instead of 6 because we're actually like paying that extra night? I knew you were gonna ask this question, and then I did the calculation for you. So even if we book 5 nights instead of 6, the value per point actually doesn't change that much. For Marriott, it's increased a little bit to 0.8 cent per point, and then for Hilton, it's 1.1 cent per point. Hyatt here is the definite winner. This will be the hotel I recommend you guys to book. In case you're wondering about the travel restrictions, the good news is that the Hawaii Safe Travels program actually will conclude as of March 25th, which means if you're traveling anywhere domestically, there won't be any COVID-related requirements. So pack your bag and book that trip ASAP. Using the strategies I'm about to show you in this video, you'll be all set. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because it's really gonna help me with the YouTube algorithm on pushing this content out. Now we talked about budget hotels, but let's also talk about how to book an economy airline. We're gonna be looking at Turkish, Southwest, and United, and also a bonus one, which is directly booking from the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, which I'll get into in a second. And in terms of price, on average, we're talking about around $800 for a round trip of 2 going from San Francisco to Honolulu. In terms of the points required per flight, for Turkish airline, it's 7,500. Southwest is around it's 14,935 points, whereas for United, it's 16,000 points. And as of the time of recording, which is March 7th, is where I pulled these numbers. And obviously depending on when you checked it, some of those numbers could vary, but that's just a good reference point. And for all of these 3 flights, you also need to pay an extra $22.40 as a booking fee. Just something to keep in mind is that the Turkish airline and the United airline both are part of the Star Alliance. That's why you're able to book partner flight from the Turkish airline portal. When redeeming your flight on Turkish airline, instead of clicking on award ticket, you want to head to your profile name and click on mile transactions. On the top right corner, you will see a Star Alliance award ticket box. Here you want to click on book now. Using this method, we're able to find a flight on September 19th for 7,500 points. But if we try to book the exact same flight on the Turkish airline homepage through award ticket, sadly the system will tell you flight is not found. So make sure you follow this tutorial when you're booking your own reward flight. Something unique about the Southwest airline is that they offer something called companionpass. And by just applying for the Southwest Rapid Rewards credit card, you can actually get a companionpass till February 2023 if you spend $5,000 in the first 3 months of account opening. This is a brand new limited time offer till March 14th. So if you guys saw this video, I highly recommend you guys to apply for it. I actually only got the previous offer, which I haven't yet meet the requirements. If you're interested in applying, I'll leave my referral link inside the description box. Make sure you click through that if you want to support this channel. So what's unique about the companion pass is that with only a $5.60 fee, your companion won't have to pay. So basically you're getting an almost 50% off, and you can also pay that flight using the points you've collected through this credit card. So if we were to factor in companion pass into our equation, then we effectively reduce the total cost in points from 63,100 points all the way down to only 31,550 points. If you talk about value per point, assuming an $800 flight, we are talking about 2.5 cents per point versus the Turkish airline, which is only 1.5 cents per point. If you have a Southwest credit card, make sure you get the companion pass and book it through that. The last option here, it's a little bit different from the previous two because for this one, we're actually going to be booking the flights directly from the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal. So now you're not only restricted to these 3 airlines, right? You can pretty much book any airline that has a flight going from West Coast to Hawaii. So in this case, a Hawaiian airline has a pretty cheap ticket price of $714, and for The good thing about Chase Ultimate Rewards is that if you have the Chase Sapphire Reserved or the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you can get 1.5% back or 1.25% back, depending on what credit card you own. What I did, even though I didn't own a card, I asked one of my best friends, Feifei, thank you. If you're watching this video, thank you for booking it on my behalf. You can also transfer points to them. You just have to call Chase to add them as a household member and transfer the points that way. Yeah, I'd like to add a household member to my Ultimate Rewards portal so I can transfer some points to her. You can actually get some really great flight deals. So compare all the options here, Turkish would be the winner if you don't have a companion pass, but if you do, Southwest would be the slight winner because they do accept first 2 baggages for free. And then a tip here is that if depending on where you live, I personally live in the Bay Area, so there are 2 airports that I have access to. One is the San Francisco International Airport and the other one is the San Jose Airport. So definitely be creative here. Try out different combinations of different airports to Honolulu, Maui, Kauai, Big Island, etc. You might find better deals that way. So I'm gonna be putting the luxury version of Hawaii in my next video. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you will be notified when that video comes out. So thanks again, and I hope to see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye!